How many of you are military veterans? You raise your hand. Can we just thank them for their service? Thank you. Right? So think of it like a soldier. The Bible says that our battle is not just against flesh and blood, but powers, principalities, and spirits. That at work behind culture is the spirit of Babylon seeking to do to you as it did to Daniel. That is to emasculate you, to wreck you, to enslave you, and to destroy you. That's what the spirit of Babylon is always doing. So you think of it in terms of a military campaign. I was doing a little research on it, and most wars are won or lost contingent upon the quality of communication. The better your communication, the more likely you will defeat your enemy and you will accomplish your military objective. Made a few notes. Alexander, Hannibal, and Caesar, the way they would communicate information in a battle, and the reason they were such great generals, they would have guys who were distance runners. They would give them a message, and they would run it, and run it, and run it. And so this was the way to communicate from the supply line to the front line. As military communication increased, you guys have probably heard about Genghis Khan. He was one of the ones who invented homing pigeons. So he would train these birds to fly great distances over the battles, or if you had to run a message through a battle, that's very different. And this mechanism would allow messages to be delivered at quick pace time over the enemy. That allowed Genghis Khan to conquer tremendous lands. Well, then you got the telegraph, and then you got Morse code, and then the radio comes into existence, and then wired phones. But lo and behold, sometimes the enemy cuts those lines. So that's how we got wireless field phones. That leads to the printed telegraph, which leads to FM radio, which leads to television, which is used a lot for propaganda, and ultimately culminates in the internet and other forms of communication. The whole point is, if you're in a war, you need a secure communication channel with headquarters so that you can get directives, because you don't have perspective on the whole battle. All you see is the fight in front of you, but by communicating with headquarters, you get perspective. Prayer for a man is battle communication.